Okay, and why was this such a pivotal scene? Janjala?
I would say because kids really came together as one, and they worked hard to fight for their survival. And like we said before, they were acting in like guerrilla warfare and they're teenagers, so I think it really showed how much they grew up during this time and took responsibility. Pretty neat.
This scene did show how organized they could become. Like Heaney was saying, guerrillas themselves do organize for situations almost completely similar to this one. So, anybody else? Pivotal scene?
I mean, I thought that really what this scene illustrated was just how violent the book was. And I don't know, like, I can understand why it was necessary to have so much of that in there, but I don't know, like, and then there was like a lot of sexual overtones to the book, and I mean, that wasn't really necessary to the plot line. The story would have been fine if they hadn't talked about all that.
Well, what do you want them to do? Just pretend like teenagers don't have sex? I mean, seriously.
And they didn't even have sex.
Technically, they were just asexual, not really having sex.
It's more human, but at the same time, I mean, some of those scenes are pretty graphic.
And do you really need that? Did that at all help them in war, just because their hormones were going crazy?
Well, it makes it more real.
I finally agree with Amy here.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, these kids, there's 8 teenagers in one little group. Some pairing off is going to happen. I mean, like, teenagers do, you know, make out with each other, so they make out. And then, like, back to the war and the violence, like, this stuff really happens. I mean, look at war today. There's a war going on, you know, 18-year-old kids are going off and fighting in Iraq and stuff, and, like, you know, this stuff actually happens.
And Greg actually makes a good point, like, it's not all of the kids were like gung-ho, oh, let's go kill people, yay! There was actually 2, like Fee and Robin were very opposed to killing people.
Yeah, but as soon as Fee saw the rest of them doing it, she joined right. You know, like she joined Ellie in the whole bridge blow-up scene.
Well, I don't think they were all intending to kill people. I think they might have known that they would have gotten made, but I don't think anybody's intent in the whole book was to kill.
And if you're having bullets flying at you, what are you going to do? Just be like, okay, kill me, I'm fine, I'm not going to retaliate.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's survival. So, I mean, you do anything to survive, even if that means killing someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Well, despite all those comments, I really liked it. I know there was like sexual content and lots of violence, but it was a great adventure story, and there's a lot of characters that we can really relate to, and their personalities and how each one was so unique. And I think a lot of kids could really relate to the story.
I think that they addressed the moral implications of the war. Like, they didn't just have it be, let's go blow stuff up because it's cool. It really was like it really was a discussion of like the humane side of it and like humanity's reaction in times of stress and like violence.
I think the violence was a big center of the book, but it's not what the book was about. It was very violent, you guys right, and pretty sexual. However, those were just minuscule compared to the other things Marston was trying to evoke. Okay, class. I'm glad you all liked it. Does anybody want to compare the book to anything?
Well, I thought it was like a cross between The Goonies, remember that movie, and then The Breakfast Club, 2 movies from our youth. Yeah.
Okay, so who would Molly Ringwald be?
Fee.
Fee. Anthony Michael Edwards?
Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall. He would be...
Do not!
Whoa, I love that movie, my bad.
Under my Lee.
Yeah, I think he'd be Lee. Except not with the culture.
Right.
Emilio.
He'd be like...
Homer. Kevin.
Homer.
Kevin.
No, Kevin.
Kevin.
Because Homer's too intelligent. Homer would be more like Judd Nelson.
Yeah, because he's...
Are you sure Chris would be Judd? He's so badass.
Yeah, but Chris doesn't really speak.
But Chris doesn't do much.
Chris is
But
yeah, you're right.
Homer's a prankster. So
Yeah.
Judd
And
Nelson's
Judd-
kind of a prankster.
And Judd Nelson leads them when they're trying to like get out.
That's
so
true.
Yeah.
So wait, then who would Ali Sheedy be?
Weird girl.
Lee. I mean, Chris.
No.
Ali Sheedy is Chris.
Well, Ali Sheedy's a girl.
So, okay.
But she doesn't like do drugs or anything. She's just weird.
Weird people do drugs.
So she'd be
Corey? No.
She can be
I
Corey.
think she'd be Ellie.
I think she would be Ellie.
Because if you look at her in other movies, I think she'd be out.
Yeah, but we're basing it solely upon
Okay.
Breakfast Club.
I love your shoes today, by the way.
Thank you.
This is an uncomfortable classroom now.
The turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.